Painters like Rembrandt and Vermeer produced remarkable art.
Let's take a step back in time, a big step to the 12th century. To our left, there was nothing but vast stretches of marshland, lakes, and sea. To our right, at the mouth of the Amstel River, was an early settlement of simple huts. Settlers built a dam across the river, hence the name Amsterdam, or the dam built across the Amstel.
Now, fast forward a few hundred years.
Left. Nothing you see, including the land itself, was here during medieval times. Over the centuries, much of the land around us was wrestled from the sea. To reclaim this polder, or land that was once covered by lakes and seas, industrious Amsterdammers built dikes and used windmills and pumps to get rid of unwanted water. And they've done an amazing and ingenious job of it. When it comes to controlling sea levels, the Netherlands takes the lead worldwide.
There are no straight lines in Amsterdam city center, but instead concentric canals lined and crisscrossed by streets some centuries old. Amsterdam has almost 100 kilometers or 60 miles of canals, even more than Venice.
The city grew up around Dam Square, where the Amstel River was dammed in the 13th century, giving Amsterdam its name. In Old Dutch, it means dam built across the Amstel.
Over time, land was reclaimed from the sea, ramparts were raised, and canals were dug as part of an ever-evolving cityscape.
The building with flags atop it is the former Scheepvaarthuis, or shipping house. A group of shipping companies ran their businesses from here. This early 20th century building is considered to be the first true example of the Amsterdam school style of architecture. The front of the building is impressively adorned with statues of Neptune, his wife, and 4 figures that represent the points of the compass. The building is decorated inside and out with all kinds of nautical symbols, anchors, ships, and famous Dutch mariners. It's now a 5-star luxury hotel. The golden age of the 17th century was a stellar time for Amsterdam. From politics and the economy to arts and science, everything flourished. And the city was now the most important trade center in Europe. There are many reasons for Amsterdam's astounding success. It had the largest and most progressive shipbuilding industry in Europe. Dutch traders sailed farther than anyone else to newly discovered lands in the Far East and to North and South America. They organized into companies like the Dutch East Indian Company and the Dutch West Indian Company. And the profits from trading staples like grain and exotics such as spices, porcelain, precious stones, and textiles were enormous. Cruise ships from all over the world dock at the PTA, or Passenger Terminal Amsterdam.
religion, free speech, sexual freedom. All of these are outlawed in parts of the world. We are glad to say that we can take freedom for granted in the Netherlands. Dutch television and radio broadcast frank discussions of drugs, euthanasia, and body functions. No one giggles at nudity.
Of course, Dutch law places a few limits on what we can do. Discrimination, libel, and slander are illegal. So was blasphemy until 2014. Like every society, we Dutch have our taboos and disagreements. But on the whole, we're grateful to have a nation devoted to freedom for all.
In 2013, Amsterdam's botanical garden, the Hortus Botanicus, celebrated its 375th anniversary, making it one of the oldest in the world. It began as a modest medicinal herb garden and grew substantially during the Golden Age as Dutch explorers traveled to the East and West Indies and other faraway places. They brought back exotic plants and seeds, including the tulip, the potato.
Houseboats are now connected to gas, water, electricity, and municipal sewage. And owners have to pay taxes just like anyone else.
We are now going through the Amstel locks. Until the 1870s, these locks were used to protect the city from tidewaters and flooding. Now, thanks to the big sea locks around the city, the canals are no longer affected by the tides. We used them until 2010 to create artificial currents that clean the water. Today, our waterways are so clear you could swim in them, but please don't.
Keep an eye out for the Royal Theatre Carré, a stately four-story building with curved blue lines facing the Amstel. It was commissioned by circus master and businessman Oscar Carré. Originally used as a circus theater, today it hosts everything from theater and dance to concerts and variety shows.
The Magere Brug, otherwise referred to as the famous Skinny Bridge, stretches all the way across the Amstel River. Of Amsterdam's 1,500 or so bridges, this is the most famous. It dates back to the 17th century and was likely a narrow footbridge. Since then, it's been reconstructed more than once and grown wider with age. Legend has it that whoever you kiss while passing under the bridge will be your true love for life.
Known for its daring productions, the Holland Sinfonia, and the world-renowned Dutch National Ballet. The Dutch may be known for their tolerant attitudes, but they also have strong opinions. This piece of architecture was met with heavy protests that have since simmered down. In fact, that's how it got its name, Stopera. It's derived from the movement against the construction, Stop the Opera.